Good morning, and welcome to the 2016 Animal Welfare Foundation Discussion Forum. To those familiar faces that I can see in the audience, welcome back. And to the many new ones, thank you for coming today. I'm delighted to see that the forum continues to represent all walks of the veterinary profession and a range of other animal welfare charitable organisations, as well as government and industry. Today, I'd especially like to welcome the presidents and CEOs from national veterinary associations in the United States of America, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. They have come to attend the International Veterinary Officers Coalition meeting hosted by the BVA. I hope that many of you get a chance to speak with some of these international colleagues. What unites us all here today is our concern for animal welfare. We don't expect that the forum will provide instant solutions to what are complex issues, but it does provide a space to hear from specialists in their subject, pose challenging questions, and use this debate as a way of drawing on our experience and knowledge to seek possible solutions and ways forward. At last year's forum, we discussed welfare at slaughter, antimicrobial resistance, and the growing issue of puppy farming, all topics that have since been increasingly the focus of inquiry and debate. This year's sessions are just as important and topical, and we hope that the day is informative and brings clarity to the issues. For those of you who are new to AWF, I'd like to tell you a little about us. We were formed by BVA members in 1983, and close ties have been maintained over the years as we have worked together to commence and inform their policies. AWF's mission is to improve the welfare of animals through veterinary science, education, and debate. We pursue this mission by funding research projects that have a practical and positive impact on raising animal welfare standards and are based on sound scientific principles. We are currently reviewing a number of promising applications to our Norman Hayward Fund, which supports research in horses, cattle, and sheep. We'll announce the successful projects in the coming weeks, so please keep an eye on our website. I'm also extremely pleased to announce that this year sees the launch of our new student grants, a scheme that will allow us to fund research into a variety of species and small projects. These flyers are in the Great Hall, so if you are a student or know someone who is, then please take a few away with you. AWF seeks to enhance welfare-related teaching in the UK veterinary schools and has now been offering extracurricular welfare talks and debates for a number of years. This year, we are expanding these talks to the schools that teach veterinary nursing, and we're currently putting together a series of talks for student veterinary nurses, and we would love to hear any ideas you may have for these talks. We also produce evidence-based information for both vets and the general public to encourage high standards of animal welfare and responsible pet ownership. Some of our most popular leaflets are on pet euthanasia, pre- and post-operative care, and pet travel. Please take a look at the selection on display in the Great Hall and feel free to take away a few with you. As you know, the forum is all about participation. That's your participation. And in the first few sessions today, we will take audience questions after each speaker. We allocate an equal amount of time for questions as we do for the presentations, so please use it. To ask a question, just raise your hand, wait for the microphone to reach you, and then start speaking. Speak directly into the microphone, and it would be particularly nice if you would tell us your name and if you're representing an organisation. In the final session of the day, we'll take your questions at the very end of the presentations. And during this session, we'll be trialling a new way of voting using a web-based system called Slido, plus a more traditional raising of hands method. Our aim here is for those of you with smartphones to try out Slido, and those without to still have the chance to cast your vote on critical issues. We would like you to tell us what you think of the system in the feedback forms to inform next year's debate. So within the booklet for today, on the very back page, you'll see a feedback form. I would ask that you could all fill that in for the end of the day, please. We'd be very grateful for planning next year's forum. All the presentations today are being filmed, so you can watch them again from podcasts on our website. I'd like to thank Anthony Chadwick, the webinar vet, for offering to record the sessions for us, as he has done in previous years. We also have a photographer, Charlotte, here today, who will be taking pictures, which we will use for promotional purposes. I hope that you won't object if you're asked to pose for a picture today, or indeed this evening at the Commons. AWF will be tweeting thoughts from the forum. If you'd like to join in on Twitter, please use the hashtag AWF debate. And before I close, there are a couple of housekeeping points I should mention. I'm told there are no fire drills scheduled for today. So if you do hear a two-tone klaxon, please proceed to the nearest exit. They're located at the back and at the front of the theatre. And before we begin, please turn your mobile phones to silent or off for the first sessions. Finally, on behalf of the AWF trustees, I extend our sincere thanks to the speakers who have so generously offered their time to speak today. I'll now hand over to the BVA President, Sean Wensley, to chair the first session. Sean.